Hi students, a hearty welcome to today's chemistry session. Today we will have the discussion on physical and chemical properties of substances. Every substance has unique or characteristic properties. These properties can be classified into two categories: physical properties and chemical properties. A physical property is any characteristic property of a material that can be observed or measured without changing the composition of the substances in the material. A material can be identified by its physical properties. That means whatever that helps us to identify a particular substance by using our senses, that properties or characteristics we can call it as a physical property. Some examples of physical properties are color. To know the given substance is colored or colorless. And then another example is solubility. So the substance whose physical properties which we want to know when dissolving in a given solvent, whether it is soluble or insoluble or partially soluble, all gives an idea about the physical property of that particular substance. And to know the odor. Odor means the distinctive smell of that particular substance. And then the hardness, whether it is hard or soft, and the density. And if it is a solid, to know its melting point, whether it is getting melted very easily by giving a little amount of temperature or a large amount of temperature is needed to get it melted. And if it is a liquid, its boiling point also considered as a physical property, that is with a less amount of temperature whether we can make it get boiled or it need a large amount of temperature or not. All these are examples of physical properties. Now when thinking about the chemical properties of a substance, we cannot just easily identify the chemical properties just like the physical properties. Just like by seeing a person, you can understand that person's physical appearance very fast. But you will never know how that person behaves in a particular situation just by looking at him or her. You should know, or you have to see that particular person in that particular situation. Only then you can know how he or she will behave in that situation. The same thing happens with the chemicals also. Like the measurement or observation of chemical properties can happen only when a chemical change takes place. So chemical property means property of matter that describes a substance's ability to participate in chemical reactions. Example, flammability, reactivity, etc. If we look for some typical examples, the ability to burn, ability to tarnish, ability to rust, the ability to decompose, the ability to react with other chemicals, the stability or instability of that particular substance, the ability to do acid base reactions, all this comes under the category of the examples of chemical properties. So now we can summarize the physical and chemical properties as shown in the given table. Physical properties describes the physical characteristics of the substance. So physical properties includes what we can perceive about the given substance using our senses, that is texture of that substance, that means how that substance appear or feel that given substance, then hardness of that substance, luster, whether it is appearing shiny or not, then the odor of the substance, sounds, and in what phase it exists at room temperature, whether it is a solid or liquid or gas. All these comes under the category of physical properties. Whereas chemical properties describes how the substance reacts with other substances. So chemical properties include when kept open in air, the given substance is flammable or non-flammable, and its flash point. What is meant by flash point? The temperature at which a substance gives off sufficient vapor to burn in air. We can also speak about it as whether it is volatile or not, whether the given substance is volatile or not. Volatile means easily forms vapor. Like if we keep open spirit in air, that easily evaporates. easily changes into gaseous state. So that is known as easily volatile. So whether it is volatile or not, when be brought in contact with water, if it dissolves a particular substance, when brought in contact with water, if it dissolves or rusts or react, when coming in contact with acids, if the given substance is corrosive or not, this all shows the chemical property of that given substance. So this is the end of our session today. Thank you. See you again.